Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of our NHL 22 Seattle expansion franchise series we got going on here. Last episode, as we all saw, we made a massive trade. We were able to pry Roman Josi from the Nashville Predators, and he's helping our team in the back to make a push for the cup. Also, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and every single sub helps a lot. Also, drop a like. I want to see if we can get to 20 likes on this video. So we're going to get right into it. We're not going to waste time. Our team is scheduled to play the San Jose Sharks. So let's get right in and see what happens. Let's take a quick look at the playoff bracket tree that's going to happen in this series. So we got Nashville playing the Jets, the Ducks versus Colorado, the Sharks versus us, the Nucks versus the Oilers on the West Coast. East Coast, you got Pittsburgh versus Philly, the Rangers versus the Lightning, the Senators and the Maple Leafs, and an original six, Montreal versus Boston. So let's get right into San Jose versus Seattle series. We're going to be simulating the whole game here. We're not going to dive in. Just hopefully this team can do something good. So we're up 3-2. We're down 3-2. And now it's 3-4 at the end of the second. And 6-3 is the final result. So we take game number one after a massive third period. We scored 4 unanswered goals. So Taylor Hall, Jake Bean, Vasalainen, Brent Pesce helped us out here. So we're gonna get right into game number 2. Taylor Hall is up 2-1 now, and we have a commanding 2-0 lead. Taylor Hall and Drouin and Erik Karlsson put one in, but too little, too late. We still got the dub, and we're up 2-0 on the Sharks. So looking pretty good. Now we're playing in San Jose for game number 3. Let's see what happens here. The Sharks have a 3-2 lead at the end of the first period. It's now 5-3. So not looking good, but this team has shown resilience and they can come back in the past. So let's see what happens. The Sharks win 6-3. So let's take a quick look at all the goals here in this game. So the Sharks had a commanding lead, even Jonathan Drouin, but that didn't help us. Taylor Hall scored for us, and the Sharks were just overpowering us throughout the game. So they ended up winning the game. So, not much to work with here. But Drouin and Taylor Hall here scored, and then they had some of their players. Drouin actually scored 2 goals for us. That's pretty good. Game number 4, let's take a look and see what we can do. 1-0. William Eklund puts us up 1-0 so far. 2-1 at the end of 2 periods with Taylor Hall and Shavelemsky scored for the, and that's pretty much all she wrote. Another 2-1 victory for the Kraken. So we have a pretty good lead on this. And after 1 period, 2-0 San Jose, and they actually winning 3-0. And 5-1. We got spanked. Pew Suter scored our only goal to negate Talbot's shutout, so that's something to look forward to. But they scored 5 unanswered goals, and we had no answer whatsoever. So we're going to game 6, up 3-2 on the Sharks. So not going to waste much time. Let's finish the series off and hopefully move on forward. It's 4-2 after 2 with Drouin, Dermott. Drouin scored 2 goals, and Shimlevsky scored there. And 6-3. Braden Point scores for them. And we had a pretty solid game here. So we showed our dominant will here. So we took care of business versus the Sharks. So that's good in 6 games. One thing I did notice is we scored a lot of 6-3 games between us and the Sharks. So that's something to look at. And again, if you guys want to see the goal scorers, here they are. Pew Suter, Drouin, Zermatt for us, and Braden Point scored for them. We tried getting Braden Point in free agency, but that didn't happen. Whatever. He's eliminated. We're moving on. So, sucks to be you, Braden Point. But you chose the wrong team. So here we are now. We're playing the Oilers. The Ducks are playing the Predators. The Lightning versus the Flyers. And another original 6, Toronto versus Boston. Should be interesting series out from the East Coast. We're looking for some revenge from the Oilers last year. They knocked us out. So it should be an interesting series with them. So let's get right in. Game 1, Edmonton's up 1-0 on us. So after the end of the second period, it's still 1-0, and it's 2-1. Edmonton takes game 1. William Eklund, the only goal scorer for us, to negate Mark his shutout. So overall, a tight game, but we ended up losing the game 2-1. So let's regroup for game 2 and see what we can do. Taylor Hall scores our first goal of the game to put us up 1-0, and it's still 1-0. And we end up 4-0. Juicy Sorrows with a shutout. So Hall, Bean, Gaucher, and William Eklund all scored for us. So this is good news, and we're just trying to truck through here. Edmonton has a 2-0 lead on us now. 3-0. McDavid scores. And it's 4-2. We made a push, but it was not enough as Edmonton took care of business. So we couldn't get the tying goal. They ended up scoring to seal the game by Gustafsson. So here we go. Let's go. Let's try to get this game. 1-0. Nugent Hopkins scores. This is pretty bad. Jake Bean ties the game up. That's good. 2-2. Okay. Getzlaf ties the game. That sucks for us. We had a lead and couldn't hold it. Let's see what happens. 3-2. Jordan Greenway in overtime gets us the win. So good job, buddy. You're the hero for us. We also made a big trade for him, so he's paying off pretty well too in our team. So I'm excited to have him here. Here we go. Next game. We're up 1-0 on Studnich scores a goal. The AHLer called up. Let's see what he can do. Game is we had a 2-0 lead, and we allow them to get back into this game. Oh boy. And looks like we're going into overtime again. And Taylor Hall takes care of business in overtime. Good job, Taylor. You living up to that contract? He doesn't want to be eliminated again. So that's good. We took care of there. And here we go again. Another game. Edmonton's up 1-0 by Connor McDavid's goal. 2-1. Studnich again. The man is on fire. After being called up from the AHL, McDavid ties the game. McDavid's just McJesus. Can anybody stop this man? Hopefully we have an answer for him, but we can't be blowing these leads, man. It's horrible. Back in overtime, still 2-2. That's overtime 1, and it's still tied. Let's see what we got to play another overtime. And Christian Dvorak sends them home with Edmonton winning the game in double overtime. So a lot of tight games, a couple of overtime games we've been playing with the Oilers. So let's try to get this. Let's win. Let's put one together. 2-1. We're up. Taylor Hall and Gaucher and Nylander scores for Edmonton. Still 2-1. Don't blow the lead. Don't blow the lead. Don't blow the lead. 5-3. Okay. Suter, Greenway, and Studnich again puts the game out of reach. Good job. Give us that insurance goal. A little push by the Oilers, but too little, too late. And that's all she wrote for the Oilers. So we're moving on as well. See you next year, Edmonton. So good hard-fought battle between two teams, and we come out on top. So that's all that matters. And we're going to the Western Conference Finals. Who's going to be our opponent? Let's find out. So we're playing the Ducks. And out of the East, we got Maple Leafs and Tampa. So we ended up 7 games. Now we got the Ducks. That should be a good battle. Hopefully we can take care of business and get back to the Stanley Cup Finals. That's what it's all about. And let's get right in. Game number 1. Tied 1-1. Roman Josi. Attaboy. Still 1-1 after 2. 3-1. Philip Forsberg and Phillips scored for the Ducks to give them a 1-0 lead. Game number 2, we come out strong. 2-0. Pius Suter and Gaucher. All right, boys. And Drouin scores. Philip Forsberg again, blowing these late third quarter leads or third period leads. This is killing us. Okay, Drouin taking care of business in overtime. You guys are going to give me palpitations, heart attacks. So they definitely got the tie with Trey Terry and Philip Forsberg. But we were able to win in overtime. And the Ducks, Philip Forsberg again. 3-0, the Ducks. 7-0, nothing. Wow, we got spanked. Unbelievable. Couldn't even put one by their goalie. It just a beatdown. Unbelievable. Forsberg's in there a couple times, one time. Steele, Tatar, Gaudreau. So yeah, let's go right into game number 4. Wow, 3-0. Unbelievable. We've given up 10 goals. We scored 1 goal. William Eklund, Sam Steele. Unbelievable. 5-3. Wow. Studnich, at least lone bright spot, scored another goal. But too little too late. So now we're down. Yeah, we're down 3-1, boys. Back home. Okay, 4-0. Studnich, Roman Josi, Jake Bean, and William Eklund providing some of the offense right now. 5-1. Klepfam and Tracy scores for the Ducks. 5-2. So we took care of business to not get eliminated at home. Now we're going to Game 6 in Anaheim. Connor Garland scores the first goal. Still 1-0 after 2. Come on, boys. Got to put something behind the net. Can't go down like this. And Kamato seals the game for the Ducks. And we're eliminated. All right, good job, guys. We're not going to the finals. So let's take a look at the stats. So Jonathan Drouin, Taylor Hall, and Nick Gaucher are the top 3 point getters for us. Obviously, William Eklund there, Peyton Krebs, Greenway, Weidman, Jake Bean, Roman Josi had 7 points for us. Jordan Gray was pleasant surprise with 10. But yeah, the big line definitely carried the team, but everything else then didn't really help. Dermott, Addison, Ty Smith, Vesalainen, Pesci, disappointment. Tom Wilson only 2 points. Clefbaum 1 point. But and then our defenseman was Jake Bean and Roman Josi with 7 points. And Travis Dermott rounds out the top 3 in goals for us. Our goaltender, Julius Saros, 904, 291. And Kakkonen got lit up. My God, I don't even want to look at that. So, your Ducks are the Stanley Cup champs. They took care of Tampa in 7 games. So, the Ducks basically took care of business. They went through and just didn't look back. So, that's the Stanley Cup champions. So, here are the leaders. Kucherov, Forsberg, top 3. And Kopitar were your top 3 point getters for the Stanley Cup finals and playoffs. And then you have a couple other players out there. Obviously, I'm not going to go through all of them. But as you can see, none of our players are up there. Defensemen, Hedman, Sergachev, and Riley, top 3 as well. Yeah, I don't even see any of my players. We only had 7 points. So, goaltenders, Vasilevsky, Gibson, Anderson, top 3. Juicy Sauer is up there in 4th with 904 at 291. But obviously, not enough to push us to the finals. But the Ducks took care of business, and they did what they had to do. So, Stanley Cup goes to the Ducks. And good job on them. Vancouver gets the President's Trophy. Anaheim gets the Clarence. And Tampa gets the Prince of Wales. In terms of individual players, Art Ross goes to Eichel. Hart goes to Rantanen. The Norris goes to Victor Hedman. Good solid defenseman Patrick Kane gets the Liddy Bing from Vancouver. Wow, he went over there. Ooh, we got somebody. Gaucher, the Calder winner. Good job, buddy. At least we got some positive out of this. Philip Forsberg, Conn Smith, the guy was just on fire in the playoffs. What can I say? The Vezina goes to Bobrovsky, so he did a good job there too. Varlamov got the Jennings. Peryanko got the Bill Masterson Award. Jack Adams goes to the Sharks' Matt Dumont. And the Selke goes to Sean Couture. Ted Lindsay goes to Rantanen. And those are the trophies, with Kucherov rounding out for the Maurice Richard Trophy. So this is basically where we're going to be ending the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And again, also, trying to get to those 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Please make sure to subscribe. Everyone helps. And drop some likes. And I'll see you guys on the next videos. And check out my playlist at the top if you'd like to catch up on all the other videos that I have going on here. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.